and the life of the celebrant will see a testimony and the efficacy of prayer. The spike in the robbery in this environment may be connected to a jailbreak, but the entire people of Edo State look to you, Your Excellency, for swift change. We know you have the capacity, we know you have the desire, we know you have the courage to effect this change.
Activities continued at the Mackay Event Center for a reception in honor of the celebrant, chaired by the Esama of Benin, His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Ibunedion, where a book titled Angel of Justice, written in honor of the celebrant, was also launched. Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Ibunedion, the Esama of Benin, who is also a patron of FIDA, donated 30 copies of the book to the association. He also identified with a 90-year-old Pa Solomon Adebo, one of the early mentors of the celebrant. The Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Ibunedion, in a remark, commended the celebrant for rising from a humble background to the pinnacle of a robust career in the judiciary. The message of the Esama of Benin, read on his behalf by Mr. Arise Dubo, commended Justice Akomolafe Wilson's various landmark judgments and urged 7 judges to replicate the qualities exemplified by the celebrant in the dispensation of justice in the country. Edo State Chief Judge Justice Esther Edigin, a former Edo State Governor Professor Sereme Osumbo, Aidenoje of South Ibie, His Royal Highness Kelvin Danesi, Chairperson FIDA Edo State Aaron Omorogiwa, and Pa Solomon Adebo commended the celebrant.
She is a no-nonsense person, and she is a person who likes to see results in any task she is given to do. I observed her competence in that angle when I was chief registrar.
She will always display that honesty, that truthfulness, that diligence in her duty. So we are happy we are here today to celebrate her.
She should continue to uphold those good virtues in her. You can see that the church was very full, which goes to show that she's a lady that is well loved by very many people.
High point was the cutting of the cake by the celebrant, joined by the Esama of Benin, Aidenoje of South Ibie, Edo State Chief Judge, Justice Esther Edigin, and justices from Edo and Delta states.
Jesus! Congratulations, my Lord.
Justice Tinuade Akomolafe Wilson commented on the celebration and expressed gratitude to the Esama of Benin for his support.
It's all the grace of God that is giving me good health and the opportunity to serve the nation to the best of our capacity without any stain. Esama of Benin, Esama of the universe, is a very strong member of my family. He appreciates my family. I remember my 40th birthday, Esama of Benin was there. My 50th birthday, I celebrated, Esama of Benin was there. And as soon as he heard this, he said, yes, of course, you are my daughter. I must celebrate with you. He's a man that we respect. He's a very loving man. He's a very kind-hearted man.
Wonderful occasion. Wonderful testimony all the way.
The State Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Sardion Oge, 7 and former members of the National Assembly, and first female Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Constance Momo, were among dignitaries at the event. Justice Tinuade Akomolafe Wilson retired from the Court of Appeal, Edo State, on October 18, 2020, after attaining the mandatory age of 70. Kingsley Uchebu reporting.
Virtuous woman in happy retirement, Lord. Moving on, members of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools in Edo State have been commended for their conduct, which ensured the safety of school children amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Edo State Chairman of the Association, Comrade Ruben Ikpome Ekoswehi, gave the commendation during the year 2020 annual general meeting of the association. Best Mbiri reports that the meeting was held to brainstorm on issues affecting the association.
Chairman, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Edo State, Comrade Ruben Ikpome Ekoswehi, in his remarks during the 2020 annual general meeting of the association, which held in Auchi, Edo North Central District, said the 7 months partial lockdown in the state due to the COVID-19 pandemic and recent EndSARS protests negatively affected private schools. He said the association has, however, written to the Edo State government to grant them waiver in yearly renewal fees and reduction in taxation. Comrade Ekoswehi encouraged the members to ensure strict compliance to the COVID-19 protocol in their schools.
Despite the constraint
we will have COVID-19, NSAS protests and all that. We are still able to come together to organize this AGM to such magnitude.
Some of the branch chairmen who highlighted some of the challenges during the turbulent period expressed joy that the annual general meeting was successful despite all the setbacks in COVID-19.
Double taxation is part of the issues that we've been able to put on the table and look into and find a way. And we've resolved, to find a way to reach out to government just to ensure.
In the lockdown, 6 months we're not in business. So we ask our members not to pay dues to the local government. Only the 6 months of this year that they will be operational, they will pay their dues.
They've done well, brilliantly well, because this AGM gave us the opportunity to express ourselves and to learn from the experience of others.
The lecturer who delivered the lecture did very well. We benefited quite a lot on how to move the association forward.
Earlier, in a paper presentation, Reverend Samuel Shole encouraged all members of NAMS in Edo State to strive to work together to achieve development of the association.
And then my paper centered around issues of unity and how to better unify the association for greater heights, efficiency and productivity.
Members from the 18 local government area of the state attended the annual general meeting. Best Mbiere reporting.
The news magazine returns after this break. Stay with us.
Webinar on the role of academia in countering extremism. The Brotai Center for Contemporary Security Affairs, Igbinedion University, Okada, cordially invite the general public to an international webinar on the role of academia in countering extremism, holding via Zoom on Tuesday, 8th December 2020 by 10 a.m. Nigerian time. The international colloquium, which would feature several speakers across the globe, will be hosted and chaired by Professor Lawrence Ikete.